Oh, at the Xavier Institute. Welcome back. Part 2 of the playthrough. There's Professor X right there. We saved this
Professor
chick,
Xavier, I'd
Allison.
like you to meet Allison Crestmere.
Hello, Allison. Welcome to the Institute. How are you?
A little confused, but I'm okay.
That's understandable. Perhaps Jean could take you on a tour of the mansion. Or would you prefer that I show you the true purpose of the Institute in the sub-basement?
That's kind of creepy. Let me take you down to the basement, he says. Alright. Yeah, like I said, we saved Allison in the first part of the playthrough, and here is the second part, exploring, I'm assuming, the mansion, and then heading out on our next mission. So let's see. Why was I brought here?
Why was I brought here?
You were brought here for your own protection. The people who attacked you in New York City were members of the Brotherhood of Mutants. They can be extremely dangerous.
So they could come after me again?
Perhaps. Which is why it would be better.
What happened there?
Are you the
I don't know what
leader of
happened
the
there.
X-Men?
I-
But you brought them together, right?
Yes. I started with Cyclops and several others. As time passed, I found more mutants who were capable of handling the responsibilities of being an X-Man.
I don't know why it's skipping some of his responses, but
Who's the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is an unruly collection of mutants who consider themselves above humanity. They operate outside the law and use their abilities to further their misguided desires.
misguided
But what do they want?
power.
They've labeled themselves Homo Superior and believe they will inherit the Earth. But they are far from meek.
Alright, yeah, so kind of Brotherhood is villains, that's expected. Cyclops is the leader alongside Storm, but he founded them. I'll have Jean show me around
I'd like
first.
Jean to show me around.
It would be my pleasure. As you move from room to room, I'll give you a little information on the X-Men.
Once you're done with Jean's tour, come back here and I'll show you the sub-basement.
Lead the way, Allison.
There are many wonders to be found in the Xavier Mansion. Feel free to explore everything that the mansion has to offer. Here you can access movies, view comic covers, or visit the Danger Room to practice your fighting techniques. Okay. Well, what is this? X-Men BIOS. Logan is a man who's a mystery even to himself. Talks about Weapon X. His memories may be lost to him. He's the best of what he does. He's born in Canada, worked for Department H, a group of superheroes based in Ottawa. Wolverine eventually left his homeland to work for Xavier and the X-Men. Has a mutant ability to quickly heal physical damage. Also has claws he can extend or retract from the back of his hands. Virtually indestructible. Is there supposed to be... I don't know why that doesn't show up there. You see how it's all blank, but when you click on it? Alright, Cyclops. Duty would be the word that best sums up. His sense of duty led him to be the first member of X-Men. It's also a sense of duty that continues to drive him as team leader. His eyes are able to generate a blast of energy which is strong enough to melt steel. The energy comes from the solar energy his body absorbs. He was hurt when he was young. Him and his brother Alex, who is Havoc, jumped from burning plane because of that injury. Scott cannot control his optic blasts. Ruby quartz, if it wasn't for them, he would not be able to open his eyes. It won't let me scroll either. Let's me scroll a little bit on hers. So she met Professor Xavier. She joined the X-Men when she was a teenager. She was initially given the codename Marvel Girl, but that title is rarely used anymore. Wolverine will occasionally refer to her as Red because of her bright red hair. Jean Grey is a very gifted mutant, possessing both telepathic and telekinetic abilities. She is one of the few mutants strong enough to operate Cerebro. Mutant detection system is blah blah blah. She becomes the Phoenix. Okay. Well.
Hello, Alice.
Oh, okay.
I'd like Jean to...
So we already got all that. Can we ask Jean questions then?
Did you have a question, Allison?
This house is too cool. Who owns it?
The Xavier Mansion is owned by Professor Charles Xavier. Once it was his family's estate, but he had bigger plans.
Looks as if it hasn't changed since it was first built.
Oh, it's had quite a bit of remodeling over the years.
Fucking jet
But
under
we're
the
very
basketball
fussy
court.
about keeping things as close to the original design as possible.
This place is huge. What kind of things are here?
The mansion has dormitories for the students, a swimming pool, a library, and a huge lawn should you feel the need to stretch your legs.
Who's Professor Xavier?
The bald guy.
Professor
Bald.
Xavier, or Professor X, is
What subject does he teach?
What?
humanities. He's trying to
I don't know
help
why it's
mutants
skipping, I
and
really don't.
non-mutants learn that they can live together peacefully.
So, Professor Xavier's a mutant too?
Oh yes. He's the most powerful telepath alive.
Okay. So we'll ask if we need
Thanks.
more info.
I'll ask again if I need more info.
Alright, let's go explore. Can't go out that way, looks like. Aha!
Welcome to the Xavier Institute, Allison.
This place is huge. What is it?
This is the Xavier Institute.
A school for mutants? I didn't know there was such a thing.
The fact that the students are mutants is kept secret for everyone's protection. In addition to being a school, the mansion is also home to the X-Men.
Cool. I've heard of the X-Men.
Hell yeah, you have.
What room is this?
The library is one of the most popular rooms in the house.
Clearly the
There's a wide
library.
variety of literature here, from Shakespeare.
I don't know why it's skipping, boys. I wish I could give you some information on that. Let me try unplugging my controller. Hold on. I'll plug you back in.
Who are you?
My name is Jean Grey, and I've been an X-Man most of my life.
Today, in New York City, were you talking to people with your thoughts?
Yes. My mutant abilities deal with telepathy and telekinesis.
You're a mutant?
Yes, I am. You'd be hard put to find someone around here who isn't.
These are some dumb questions. I'm
I
telling
didn't
you.
think there were many people like me.
Our numbers are growing, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, Allison. Even though there are a few people who would like you to be.
You're telepathic?
I have the ability to read minds and communicate mentally.
And telekinesis means you can list stuff with your thoughts, right?
Exactly. I've grown quite powerful at it over the years, but I doubt I'll ever master it.
Alright,
Thanks for the info.
let's move on from that. What do we got here? So, in the library. Open that door, and we'll open this door while we're at it. Same room, it looks like.
Classes are held here, Monday through Friday.
Thanks. I'll ask again.
Alright, so this is the classroom, I guess. I don't know why it's skipping, boys. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, comics. Ultimate X-Men issue 33. Alright, so that's where we can check comics at. So that would be all of those rooms. There's can get in there.
This is the sitting room. It's a great place to kick back and relax. Needless to say, this room doesn't get a lot of use by the X-Men.
Okay, what we got there?
This door takes you to the backyard. A little later, you'll have to go out and see the swimming pool.
She keeps talking about the swimming pool. Apparently the swimming pool is pretty impressive. Alright, so that's the sitting room. That's how you know these people got money. Sitting room. It's called a living room.
Believe it or not, we do take the time to sit down every once in a while and have a meal together, just like any other family.
I can't picture any of the X-Men actually cooking a meal.
Chefing it
You
up.
haven't lived till you've tasted Pete's barbecue or Betsy's Cornish hen.
Who is Pete and Betsy? Yeah, I don't actually know. Now they got me wondering. I would have to look at that. What's this?
This is the day room. Ah, it's beautiful, isn't it? There are times I find it hard to believe there's a high-tech underground level beneath this grand old mansion.
An underground level?
Oh, yes. But I'll leave that part of the tour to Professor Xavier.
He told us there was an underground level. This chick is dumb. These cinematics, eh? Oh, okay, so you go back and watch cinematics on the TV. Got it. What else do we got? Well, this was the sitting room. We were here already. What was to the left? Anything? That was the dining. We did that. Jean, move. We did that. Okay. So we cleared that side. We cleared this. And then I can't get in there anymore. So I guess we go upstairs now? Dormitories.
Did you have a...
No, I
Thanks.
want to go upstairs. Dormitories. Thank you.
The second floor... This is the second floor elevator. From here you can go to the first floor, or the sub-basement.
Okay, so we got an elevator, and she's talking dormitories are up here, but it cut off again. So we got dormitories, so let's, I guess, explore people's rooms. What's in here?
This room belongs to Scott Summer.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He's kinda cute.
And he's kinda spoken for.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I'm just teasing, Allison. Scott and I have been together forever. I'm lucky to have him.
Got a picture of Jean? Wooden frame picture of Jean sitting near the helm of a small sailing boat wearing a heavy sweater sits here. There's wind in her hair and the look on her face is joyful. Signed across the top is a message, to Scott, all my love. Okay. That's just a book, can't do anything. Okay. What's in here?
This is my bedroom. I've lived here off and on since I was a teenager. The X Mansion is pretty much the only real home I've ever known.
Stylized image of two hands holding a rose is propped up here. Sentiment is written across the top of our love will bloom forever, Scott. How adorable. How adorable. She's a damn teddy bear in her bed. She's like... I don't know. I always just assumed they were older, but she said she was a teenager. How long have you been an X-Men? Whose is this?
This is your room, Allison.
Oh!
I'm not sure if I want to learn about them.
But Allison, if you don't learn to control your abilities now, they could wind up causing far more damage later on.
I suppose you're right. Still, I don't know.
Just asking if I want to learn about my powers and shit. I don't know. It's kind of annoying it's skipping, but hey, man.
This is Hank McCoy's room. We call him Beast, but not as an insult. You'll find out why when you meet him. To look at him, you'd never guess he was such a bookworm.
Alright, so he's a beast, is a bookworm. Chalkboard. An old pivotal chalkboard is covered with a mess of equations all overlapping each other. At the bottom is a final notation. Need more chalk. I didn't know Beast was in this game. That's cool. We got a computer here. What's this do? Oh, you can look at different load screens. Okay. Is that all? So that would be all the dormitories over here. It's Beast, me, Jean, and Cyclops. So I'm assuming there's more on the other side up here. Oh, right here.
This is Rogue's room. You'll like her. She's a bit of a wild child.
She tends to get into trouble.
Well, Rogue did a few questionable things before joining the X-Men, but
Yikes.
she's proven herself to be an invaluable member of our team.
If you don't mind me asking, what can she do?
It's a bit complicated, but her power deals with direct skin contact, which is why she always wears gloves.
Indeed. Rogue, you got anything fun in here? Not really anything I can interact with, it looks like.
I
so.
can't move in that direction.
Yeah, it's because Jean will get her ass out of the way.
Aurora Monroe lives here. Her mutant abilities...
Aurora. What a
She likes
pretty name.
gardening, it said.
Her code name is Storm. She takes over as leader of the X-Men if Scott Summers isn't around.
Alright, yeah. Storm's desk? Handwritten letter lays on the desk. Ford, you still owe me that carriage ride and a dinner at Karani's. I plan on collecting that when next you visit. Okay. Is that are those inappropriate pictures?
Bobby Drake stays here. His code name is Iceman.
Let me guess. He makes ice.
Solid guess.
He can freeze almost any object instantly. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. He's a real charmer.
It's literally just got shit all over his room, and he's got two posters with women in bathing suits. So we got two here. We'll go left first.
This room belongs to the ultimate man of mystery, Wolverine. Although he's a bit rough around the edges, Wolvie's the best friend you could ever want, and the worst enemy you could possibly
He wants to be more than friends, Gene. Anything to interact with in here? Wolverine's flag. Hanging on the wall is a weathered Canadian flag with some writing on it. Come on back to the old varsity team anytime. Your friends at Alpha Flight. Shaman, Puck, Snowbird, Sasquatch, James, and Heather Hudson. Okay. And then, who is this?
This is the home of Peter Rasputin. He's pure Russian, from the top of his crew cut to the bottom of his size 18 feet. You'd never believe a body of steel could house such a gentle heart.
So Colossus, eh? He's got an easel. A paint-spattered easel holds a half-finished painting of the majestic and inspiring Ural Mountains. Painter is obviously very talented and master of colored light and shadow. The brushes and oil paint sit neatly nearby, ready for use when it's time to finish the painting. I didn't know he was a painter. Oh, and then they got the concept art in here. That's cool. Alright. I don't really see anything. What is this? Trivia game. Rogue had been once romantically involved with which evil mutant? Well, it's Magneto. It says XP6. Is that just in general for whoever's in my party? I might come back and do that when I have a full party. If that's possible. If you can come back as like Wolverine in them or whatever and just get free points, because I might know the answers to most of those. So are we supposed to tell you we're done with the tour now?
I'm done with the tour.
If you're done with the tour, go back to...
Oh, you didn't want to take me back
Thanks.
there? So it looks like we got the tour over with. I guess we'll go back to Professor X and go look at the sub-basement. That's the wrong way. Like I said, I guess we'll go back to Professor X. He's gonna be to the right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there he is. What's up, Wheels?
Hello, Alex.
Could you take me on the sub-basement tour?
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes, indeed. You see, a majority of this facility is underground so as not to attract the attention of those who mean ill will towards mutant kind. It features state-of-the-art training equipment that helps prepare the X-Men for any challenges they may encounter. This is the War Room. From here...
What's that holographic globe?
That is the mission control computer. With it, you can examine and activate any missions that are currently available to the X-Men.
I'll have to take a look at that later.
Very good. Now, would you like a tour of the sub-basement, or would you prefer to explore on your own?
Take a tour.
I'd like a sub-basement tour.
Feel free to inspect the rooms. I'll follow along and explain as we go.
Okay. So we got a tour here.
Yes, Alice.
Never mind. Let's keep touring the sub-basement.
Okay, so we can't ask them any questions. That's cool. They got the suits and tubes there. What's here?
Hello, my friends.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not an X-Man. I'm just looking around the war room. Professor Xavier said it was okay. I saw this flashing button marked Muir Island, so I pushed it. Are you having trouble there?
Yes, the Brotherhood stormed through here.
Oh my gosh. Were you hurt?
Me? I'm fine.
Who are you?
My name's Forge.
I bet you've got some kind of mutant power, don't you?
he's like, I don't got time for this.
I have the ability to build any type of machine.
Is that a mutant power? I mean, he's got Dominic Toretto powers. That's all he's got.
What was the Brotherhood doing on Muir Island?
They broke into my workshop and tore the place apart in search of a particular piece of equipment.
What did they want?
They took some experimental equipment that masks mutant DNA from scanning devices.
Why would they want that?
I'm not sure. But while wearing the masking device, even Cerebro would not be able
Oh,
to
not
detect
even Cerebro, eh?
Talk to you later, Forge.
anytime.
Anytime, I figured you'd be busy. Beginning with your next away mission, you can visit Fork's workshop through extraction points during missions to buy and sell equipment for your team. Use the tech bits you find as currency. Aha! That's what that's for. I assumed it was some sort of currency. Okay, must finish objectives before continuing on. Okay, so we're done in here.
Oh, wow. This is incredible.
Thank you. We're rather proud of it.
I can see that.
What in the
Ooh.
world?
This is Cerebro, a machine designed to locate mutants anywhere on the planet.
Is this how you found me?
Precisely. We were able to pinpoint you when your mutant abilities began to manifest themselves several days ago.
This machine must be really powerful.
It is indeed. While wearing that headset, a telepath can feel the heartbeat of almost every sentient being on Earth. It could, potentially, overwhelm an untrained mind, though.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yes. And in addition, Cerebro keeps detailed files on all known mutants.
Detail files. Not it. How do you get out of here? Oh, it closed. Okay. Do these always? That's where I just was, right? That's where I was. I think they closed behind you. Okay. We'll go this way.
From within here, I control battle situations that take place in the training room you can see through those windows. The training room has earned the dubious title of the Danger Room.
But the danger room looks completely empty.
With the aid of
Hardcore
advanced
name.
holography, any
Danger Room.
adversary or environment can be created out of nothingness. The Danger Room can simulate battle situations from the surface of the moon to 1,000 feet below sea level.
Holographs. So nothing in there is real.
Make no mistake, while the enemies in the Danger Room may not be real, the danger certainly is, as the bruises of the X-Men can attest.
What's the console over there?
That is the Danger Room computer.
Hell yeah, it is.
What's it do?
It is the artificial intelligence created by Beast to run the Danger Room. With it, a student can access any of the training programs available. You may use it later should you wish.
Sounds kind of scary, but fun.
I'm glad you feel that way, Allison, because I would now like to officially extend you an invitation to join us here at the Institute. Your
Oh.
parent. There's no rush.
Skipped
This
all
is a
that.
difficult decision. So for the time being, consider yourself our guest. Feel free to enjoy anything the mansion has to offer.
Parents want her to learn to control her power. She's like, I don't know if I want to say yes. It's a Danger room disc. Teamwork 102. Okay, so that's the danger room. I wish these weren't shutting. That would be preferred. We got a little extraction point. Save that game. Yes, I am. Alright. So what's this way? It's the X-Jet hangar. I don't know if we want to go there yet.
This is the laboratory of Hank McCoy, a gifted scientist and engineer. He was one of my first students at the Institute.
Big-ass laboratory.
Isn't he the one they call Beast?
Yes, but that code name is a gross misrepresentation of the man. His mind is every bit as strong and agile as his body. It's his technical expertise that keeps the equipment down here running so smoothly.
Is there anything to interact with in here? Doesn't appear that way. So just, okay, cool little laboratory for the Beast. That's nothing. Looks like this is possibly something? Med bay?
This is our medical facility. We've gone to a great deal of trouble to design equipment capable of handling the special needs of mutants. I believe that if necessary, these computers could even perform surgery without supervision.
Well, that's hardcore. Yeah, so a bunch of medical stuff. What else we got down here? Why is there 2 doors to get to this?
This is the Brig, a highly reinforced area designed to contain practically any mutant.
You keep prisoners?
If we need to.
No, not at all, Allison.
The rare instances we need to detain an individual before sending them over to the feds. Review enemy bios. Mystique and Blob. Cunning and devious Mystique said somebody disguised that she isn't even sure of her original name. She's assumed many roles, from an employee of the DoD to the wife of a senator. She even took the identity of a reclusive billionaire. Her power is the ability to alter the shape of her body to impersonate anyone, as well as being able to psionically change the appearance of the clothing she wears. While she cannot change her weight, she's able to assume smaller or larger forms, but this is extremely tiring. As a metamorph, the one drawback is the inability to copy someone else's superhuman powers. Okay. And what do we got for Blob? Fred J. Dukes, one of the heaviest mutants ever known. The aptly named Blob is extremely obese. He is also incredibly strong and nearly invulnerable. The thick layer of fat encasing his body, combined with incredibly tough skin, protects Blob from projectiles such as bullets. He can even absorb cannon fire. He's also capable of binding himself to the ground and becoming almost immovable. When he first met the X-Men, he was working in a traveling carnival. Since that time, he has made it quite a name for himself as an enemy of the X-Men, so much so that he was invited to join the vile band of mutants in the world, the Brotherhood of Mutants. Alright, Blob. He's just... Is he even a mutant, or does he just eat a lot? Okay, so we interacted with that.
These are the transport tubes, a quick way of getting to the second floor of the mansion.
But I didn't see any entrance to the tubes on the second floor.
They're hidden, since the tubes are only used in emergencies.
Did I interact with everything? Make it bigger. I think I did, right? Yeah, because that was the danger room, because I can do that. This was the globe thing. We had this. We went and looked at the med bay. We went and looked at the brig, Beast Lab. So I guess we can go to the X hangar if it lets me. Oh, we can go here.
The hangar bay houses the X-Men's main source of transportation. We call it the X-Jet, a state-of-the-art and constantly upgraded aircraft.
Wow, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
Indeed. We keep the X-Jet prepped and ready to take off at a moment's notice.
How do they decide what missions to go on? That's my question. Because, like, think about Spider-Man New York, right? He's always like, oh, I gotta go save these people. I mean, there's always people that the X-Men could be helping. Is there anything in here? Not really, it's just the plane. Yeah, there's none of that. Alright. He's just sitting there now.
Yes, Al.
I'm done.
I'm done with the sub-basement tour.
Now what? Go in here, I'm assuming we're gonna talk to somebody? I contacted Forger, I did all that. So I guess, you know, this actually seems like a good, decent place to end. It was just us exploring the mansion, maybe a fun little episode. We should be, I mean, we're probably around 30 minutes if I had to guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, and the next episode we're gonna pick up and go on our next mission as the X-Men and see what's next. I think, whatever this chick's name is, like, I mean hero name, like, is it, like, Fire Woman or something like that? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. But she's probably going to join the team, and we got Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean for sure that we've met, but I'm assuming we get to play as all those people that we went in their dorms, like Storm and Iceman and Beast and shit like that. So I guess we'll find that out in the next episode, but I appreciate everybody for watching. We'll catch you later.